greetings, distinguished attendees of the Urban Planning Seminar in the thriving metropolis of Taguig. We're here today to explore the ever-changing field of urban planning and cutting-edge tactics that will influence this vibrant city's future. Come along on a cooperative adventure as we talk about community involvement, sustainable solutions, and the transformative potential of urban design in Taguig City. Let's work together to imagine an inclusive and resilient urban environment for future generations. This is Sir Tristan Oco, your Master of Ceramic for today's seminar entitled PAgunlad, Efficient Urban Planning in Taguig City. But before everything else, let me invite Mr. Sander Jan Gile to let us feel the presence of the Almighty One.
Let's bow our heads and close our eyes and feel the presence of the Lord. Lord, thank you for the wonderful day and to this great opportunity to learn. And Lord, bless everyone here in this classroom by using this program. In Jesus' name, Amen.
Now, let us all welcome Ms. Denise Dumanay for her vigorous opening remarks.
The physical, social, and economic components of cities and communities are designed, managed, and shaped by the multidisciplinary field of urban planning. It entails taking into account a variety of elements, including land use, infrastructure, transit, housing, and environmental effect, to create sustainable, useful, and aesthetically beautiful urban landscapes. Let resilient communities and sustainable development be framed with our combined skills. Let us work together to motivate constructive change for Taguig City and beyond.
Now, let's proceed to knowing the objectives of the said seminar. Here is Ms. Engada to provide us insights about what we can learn today.
So, good morning everyone, I'm Isa Engada. I will be reporting the project objectives of efficient urban planning in Taguig City. After the seminar, the participants shall know the importance of the following. First is importance of right and effective in urban planning. Second is know the qualities of an effective and efficient urban planning. And third, how can public administration students actively participate in the urban planning policies of the local government.
Now, let's have Ms. Queenie de la Peña to discuss why proper urban planning is crucial.
Proper urban planning in Taguig is crucial for sustainable development, efficient resource utilization, and improved quality of life. It helps manage population growth, infrastructure development, and environmental sustainability, ensuring a well-balanced and resilient cityscape. Effective urban planning in Taguig can enhance connectivity, promotes economic growth, and create a more livable and inclusive urban environment for residents.
Let us welcome our first speaker for this event. She is currently a senior student of the Department of Human and Family Development Studies at the University of Philippines, Los Baños. Once again, let us all welcome Ms. Kenna T. Abarientos.
Good morning, everyone. I am Kenna T. Abarientos, a fourth-year student taking up BS Human Ecology, majoring in Human and Family Development at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. So today, I will be discussing urban areas, particularly its challenges, and of course, the importance of efficient urban planning for sustainable development. Ayan. So, actually, I am very excited to share my knowledge with you and hopefully shed some light and new perspectives on this topic. I apologize for not being able to join you today and makapag-on-cam, pero hopefully, I'll give justice to this very interesting and relevant topic. Before anything else, I think it is important to understand kung ano nga ba ang urban areas. So to put it simply, urban areas are places with a lot of people and buildings. They usually have many facilities and infrastructures gaya ng kalsada, tulay, and utilities for water and electricity. These areas are often centers for jobs, culture, and government activities, making it one of the most important factors in a country's economic development. So, think about an urban area bilang sentro kung saan pwede mo nang mahanap ang lahat. As a hub of economic, social, and cultural activities that attract a large population. So dahil andito na nga ang lahat, usually yung mga tao ay nag-gravitate towards this place, lalo na sa mga ino-offer nito gaya ng trabaho. However, with rapid urbanization comes a range of challenges that must be addressed for sustainable development in urban areas nga like Taguig City. Some of the major challenges in urban planning gaya ng sa Taguig includes overpopulation and rapid urbanization. With a population growth rate of 4.15 annually, Taguig City is among the Metro Manila cities with the highest growth rates. This leads to the unplanned and unregulated growth in the city, resulting in overcrowding, inadequate infrastructures, and strain on resources. As a result, there is an increased pressure on housing, transportation, and basic services like water and sanitation. Additionally, the rapid urbanization in Taguig has led to a multitude of environmental challenges. These include not only increased pollution and deforestation, but also the loss of natural habitats for various species. So, there are times na I would see when I visit sa Taguig, yung mga ibon na nasa electrical wiring, and it's quite sad, pero it's the truth for this species. Kapag, yun nga, nagkakaroon ng deforestation, pinuputol yung puno for road widening, mga ganun ba. Ayan, so moreover, problems like solid waste pollution present a significant threat to the health and well-being of residents, as improperly disposed garbage can block drainages and contribute to flooding. So I think this is not a new concept for everyone na yun nga, tapon dito, tapon doon, and dahil dito, nabablock yung ating mga canals and such. Ayan, konting ulan lang, nagkakaroon na ng baha. So pag biglang dumadami ang tao sa isang lugar tulad ng Taguig, mas marami ang maghahati-hati sa resources na nasa lugar. Halimbawa, i-compare natin ang Taguig City sa university nyo. Ayan, so this is an analogy. Sabihin na nating may capacity ang Taguig City University to accommodate 1,000 students to study comfortably. Tapos, biglang may lumipat na 100 students sa gitna ng semester or kinabukasan. The question is the university ready para tanggapin at mabigyan ng sapat na space at mga gamit gaya ng upuan ang mga bagong estudyanteng ito? Like agad-agad? Most likely hindi, di ba? Kasi biglaan. For those of you right now thinking na, parang kaya naman. Okay, so sabihin na natin kaya. But definitely, mako-compromise ang comfortability sa pag-aaral, right? So, dadami kayo sa loob ng classroom and relatively sisikip ito. Most likely ay mas magiging maingay, chaotic, or magulo ang classroom. Okay, so sabihin na natin kakayanin ng university or ng school ang pagbabagong ito for that day, for the day. Pero paano kung araw-araw madadagdag ng 100 students? So, sa loob ng 5 days, magkakaroon ng additional 500 students. Of course, the capacity of the university will eventually be exceeded. Actually, yung first day pa lang exceeded na siya. Pero this will lead to overcrowding, malilimit yung resources nyo, and of course, it will compromise the learning environment. Kaya, of course, pero what would learning look like, diba? Pag super dami na ng estudyante sa isang school, sa isang lugar, ano na magiging itsura ng school? Matututo pa kaya ang mga estudyante ng maayos? Ayan. I hope through that example or analogy ay mas nai-imagine or naiintindihan na natin ang implications or epekto ng rapid population growth sa isang lugar, lalong-lalo na kung ito ay hindi pa handa. So challenges like this posed by unregulated growth in the city and its current challenges can be felt in different ways, including sa ating daily lives, experiences, for example, traffic congestion, pollution from waste management, and of course, noise pollution. Personally, ito sa pinaka-kinaka-stress ko before pag pumupunta ako ng Taguig. Like the chaos. Yan. Feel na feel ko yung dami ng tao, yung ingay, yung chaos. And syempre, I can't help but compare it kapag nasa probinsya ako or andito ako sa Laguna, sa LB. Ayan. So, think about your own situation. Kung taga-Taguig ka man, kumusta ang everyday life mo? Masaya ka ba? Hoy, para yan. I think these issues reflect the complex and interrelated challenges faced by urban areas. Actually, pwede tayong abutin ng buong araw dito talking about the problems because they're so vast, ang dami nila, and of course, they're interconnected. So, magkakaugnay sila. Pero to put it in simpler terms, pag mabilis ang pagdami ng population at hindi sapat ang kakayahan ng lungsod or ng city na ma-accommodate at ma-manage ang mga tao at ang mga resources, magiging siksikan, may hirapan ng paghahanap ng trabaho, ng tirahan, at madedehado ang kalidad ng buhay sa urban environment. The manifestations of these problems, rooted in poor urban planning coupled with inefficient management of resources and infrastructure, results in a range of challenges sa urban areas like Taguig City nga, manifesting socially, economically, and of course, we should not forget about the environment, so environmentally. Looking at it differently, these challenges can be felt individually, so kayo mismo, kayong mga residente, as well as a community-wide, sa barangay, sa pamilya, and city-wide scale. So, ang tanong, hopeless na ba? Susukuan ko na ba to? Hayaan na lang ba ang gantong situation sa Taguig? Of course, syempre hindi. Ayan. To address these challenges and work towards sustainable development, what can we do? So ano nga ba ang pwede pa nating gawin para ma-achieve pa rin natin ang sustainable cities, ang sustainable development? The answer is we can utilize the concept of efficient urban planning towards sustainable development. Efficient urban planning ensures that cities like Taguig can efficiently manage their resources, infrastructures, and services to meet the needs of their growing population sustainably and equitably. Ayan. When we say efficient planning, we refer to the process by which goals are outlined and the steps to achieve them are defined effectively and strategically. It is not simply about setting objectives, but also devising the optimum ways to achieve them while making the best use of available resources. Generally, one of the first steps in efficient urban planning is the development of comprehensive and integrated master plans that considers various aspects such as land use, transportation, infrastructures, and environmental sustainability. This entails acknowledging that problems exist. Ayan. So yes, may problema tayo. Finding the root cause of the problem. Ano yung pinakaugat ng problema? And collaborating with different stakeholders to form solutions that address these issues comprehensively. In essence, efficient urban planning led by the government with the participation of all stakeholders is crucial for sustainable development in Taguig City. Or actually, in any city. I would like to emphasize lang yung sinabi kanina na the best use of available resources, meaning that we have to contextualize urban planning practices according to the specific needs, challenges, and resources of a particular city or yung lugar mismo. So we have to think of ways kung paano nga ba natin magagamit ang resources natin ng sulit, nang walang masasayang, na maging siyang effective para sa pangangailangan ng mga tao. Kailangan nating alamin ang kasalukuyang estado ng mga serbisyo, infrastruktura, at pinagkukunan ng Taguig City upang ma-design ng maayos ang mga plano at solusyon na akma sa mga ito. This means that kahit pwede tayong kumuha ng idea sa mga magagandang plano sa ibang lugar, usually sa Western context ito, importante pa rin na alalahanin natin sa urban planning na it should be tailored to the unique context or situation and needs or pangangailangan ng mismong lugar. So, halimbawa, may in-apply na magandang plano ang Spain. It doesn't mean na nag-work sa kanila ay mag-work din sa atin. Kailangan pa rin nating alamin kung ano nga ba ang specific needs ng ating lugar, ng ating mga tao sa lugar. Basically, walang one-size-fits-all when it comes to planning. Ayan, so hindi pwede yung, nag-work sa kanila, gayahin nga natin. Pwede nating itry, pero at least i-tweak natin ito or ayusin natin based sa kung ano ang meron tayo at ano ang kailangan natin. Dito papasok ang usapin ng participatory planning where the involvement of the local communities and stakeholders, so yung mga residente, are essential in identifying their needs, concerns, and priorities. O mas kilala ito bilang bottom-up approach to urban planning. So, bottom to up. So, paano malalaman ko anong needs ng mga tao? Sinong tatanungin? Of course, dapat yung tao. So, bottom, mga tao, papunta sa taas. Ang bottom-up approach to urban planning ay kung saan isasali ang mga tao, ang mga residente sa buong proseso tungo sa pagbabago and development. But still, it is important na it must be complemented with the top-down approach to ensure coordination and alignment with the overall development goals. So, hindi pa rin natin dapat i-discount yung importansya ng top-down approach, especially ngayon na dapat mas ine-emphasize natin or mas dapat nating gamitin ang ating local government. Ayan, so bottom-up approach and top-down approach goes hand in hand when it comes to our development goals or achieving our overall development goals. In the lens of human ecology, super importante ng participatory planning kung saan dapat alam at nakikialam ang mga tao with a collaborative effort o pakikipagtulungan ng iba't ibang ahensya at sektor, gaya ng government, private sectors, community organizations, and non-governmental organizations. The urban planning efforts or changes can only be sustainable or magiging pangmatagalan lang kung ang tao mismo ay nagtrabaho, napapakinggan, and takes pride with their participation sa pagbabago. In human ecology at UPLB, we believe that everyone, every stakeholder, and every individual can contribute and do something for sustainable development. Regardless kung maliit o malaki man ang efforts nyo or natin, pag naipon ito, it would create something great and significant in the betterment of the society and of course, the environment. If you give people the power, the resources, and the guidance to actively participate in the planning and development process, it not only fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility among the community, but also ensures that their needs and concerns are taken into account. Therefore, urban planning in Taguig City must prioritize the efficient allocations and utilizations of resources while also considering the environment na hindi naman ito maapuso and the needs and priorities of the local government for long-term sustainability and inclusive development. Ayan. So relating all of this to the Sustainable Development Goal 11, which aims to make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable, effective urban planning in Taguig City should be for the benefit of the present and future generations, ensuring a well-designed, environmentally friendly, socially inclusive, and economically viable city. I hope that you'll always remember that everything you do, kahit anong contribution na pwede nyo mabigay sa inyong cities or for sustainable development counts. It'll create a ripple effect o domino effect na eventually, I think and I believe, will create or make a difference. Ayan, that would be all and sana ay kahit papano may napulot kayo sa discussion na ito. Again, thank you once again for inviting me to Taguig City University and have a great day. Thank
Please
you.
welcome our second speaker for this event. She is a Cavite State University student pursuing a bachelor degree in social works. Allow us to all welcome Miss Maui C. Victa.
The implementation of urban planning comes with lots of considerations and factors to include. The need for active participation of the people will be of great help to further assess the implementation, address and mitigate the issues that may occur, and discover innovative ideas that will contribute to the process. Involving residents in urban planning may vary in different ways. One great example of involving residents in the planning is encouraging the participation of students. With their ingenious minds and collaborative efforts, this urban planning will go a long way in the hopes of turning a dream of a modernized community into reality. In a Facebook post made by Honorable Nelson Negacion, Naga City's mayor, he provided an overview of urban planning in the said city. To properly intensify the planning, the United Architects of the Philippines Camarines chapter proposed a new and modern design to Plaza Quezon in Naga. It is through the help of the architects from Bicol as well as the shared insight of the students. How can students actively participate with urban planning in the city? First, students may conduct some research about the planning, know the scopes and limitations of the research itself, and provide recommendations for any improvement and problems that may arise. Second, social media being one of the most powerful tools derived from technology, students may maximize the use of it in proper utilization of materials needed for the planning. And lastly, they may conduct surveys from both their fellow students and residents. Students may ask for their opinions regarding the planning and views of future considerations in the urban planning.
Thank you so much for an inspiring and empowering key takeaways we have obtained from our dear speaker, Ms. Abarientos and Ms. Victa. Before we adjourn, let me invite Ms. Claire Reyes for her illustrious closing remarks.
To sum up, urban planning provides framework for thriving, inclusive, and sustainable communities. We create cities that not only meet the requirements of the present but also build the groundwork for a resilient and peaceful future by encouraging cooperation, innovation, and intelligent design. Let's keep reshaping our urban surroundings with vision, striking a balance between development and preservation to establish spaces in which each person can flourish.